Hello, welcome to a new video. I'm your creates and today we're going to go through this sketchbook. It's been a while since I've finished a sketchbook and this is the first sketchbook I've actually finished in a while. So I'm quite excited about it, about share with it. But I don't think this is also a sketchbook I can share completely because there's a lot of planning I was doing for my webcomics throughout last year especially. So let's get to it. Okay. So this sketchbook I started on like 15th April 2024 and I finished it in 19 June, actually 19 Jan 2026. I need to correct that. Okay. So going into this sketchbook, I had very clear goals of what I wanted with my sketchbook. So I wanted to have colored and clean artwork. I wanted to do some character design practice and I wanted to like keep the content shareable because I wanted this to be a sketchbook I can share and I wanted to do more of background practice. But as you can see, as we go through the sketchbook, you'll see that I've broken down. Like I didn't follow a single one of them, as is usually the case. I bought a lot of stickers in 2024. I still have them now. I was actually planning to open a sticker shop in 2024, but that didn't really come to fruition. Like, I didn't really get to that. But hopefully this year I can. Or even if I can't, I probably have to use up all the sticker paper I bought at that point of time. So that's something to look forward to this year, I guess. So this was my, this was like a bunch of stickers and paper I got, and I was trying to place them and decorate the first page because I didn't want to draw in it, so I just used it to decorate it all. This is like the bunch of my OCs. These are what I call my Inktober OCs. I was like trying designs for them. I think only this one is finalized and the colors are not really finalized. I probably might be changing him. I like his design, so I'm really attached to his design, but I don't think it will suit his character, so I might change it, but I'm way too attached to that right now. I'm trying out a few other designs for some of my other characters, but I don't really touch this in the end, so okay. So this is one of my favorite spreads. So I guess I was in Your Line April mood at that time. I kind of used up all the R's here, so I just had to pencil that in. But so this was like really clean. I had Ryota here, but I actually could not. It didn't turn out really good, so that's why I covered it up with a white sheet. I don't know if you can see this faint Watari Ryota over here, but I covered him up and added like a whale sticker. I was actually learning how to do like water ripples. I think I followed a tutorial to do this and I liked how the page looked like. It's just a redraw of one of the official art, I guess, but I still like this page quite a bit. Then I was like I started drawing a challenge. I think it is the OC. I don't remember now, but I didn't really like it either. And then I don't think I've completed any drawing challenges. And then we have Princess Tiana. So I was just redrawing the sticker I bought over here in my style. And then I was like watching Winx Club at that point of time. So I was redrawing Winx Club, like Bloom's character. And this till date is like one of my favorite illustrations. And I actually dated it. So it's like on 5th of May 2024. I really like this. I think I just used highlighters or something. Yeah, sorry, that skipped ahead. This one is like my characters from my webcomic Mishaps in the Enchanted Forest. It's kind of discontinued now after the world has evolved quite a bit, and the setting for that story doesn't really make sense to me at the moment. So, but I still like these character designs, and these characters will appear in my other stories. This was, as I mentioned, like I wanted to try composition techniques. So I wanted to draw multiple characters in one setting. So I thought I'll start with like the Big Bang Theory poster. So you might have seen with like this spread or this spread, multiple characters, and even this one sort of. But this one was like I was watching Big Bang Theory and I wanted to draw the Big Bang Theory cast here, but I only ended up drawing Penny and left the others out because I didn't get back to finishing this drawing. I did draw the logo though. It was pretty interesting experiment, but yeah, this was really nice. Then I was testing out. I wanted to draw this someone drowning underwater. One of the underwater scenes basically. I think I had this for one of my characters. So that's why like I wanted to see if I've improved, but I don't know if I've made it. I did use a lot of references. I was like testing out what would be the posture and everything. But yeah, I think there's still room for improvement. And I was testing out like how the acrylic markers were working. So I got Artex acrylic markers. I am not very thrilled with the color set itself because I feel like it's a bit limited. I might have to need more I think I might need more markers, but I'm trying to make it work. And eventually, I fell in love with the acrylic markers quite a bit. So I don't think I've used it up though, like, but it was really fun. So this is, let's go with this one. This one is a redraw of, this is supposed to be a redraw of Jingyuan, Jingliu, Danfeng, Blade, and Baiheng. Because I feel like the Zhongli's dialogue about osmanthus vine actually suits them quite a bit. But I didn't finish this, so it's not done. This is me trying to figure out what the starting of one of my early 2025 projects was supposed to be. I came up with endless number of beginnings. There was also this sci-fi inspired beginning to that. And I had the blue hair, but because like the main character also had blue hair, so I don't know, I might change that. So I wanted to try this out. It was interesting, if nothing else. So I might be cutting out some of the things from the sketchbook tour because it's a lot of planning of stories. Especially if I've not like really shown them on screen or like published them yet, I'm just going to cut it out of the video. This one is a portrait study. I took a picture, I redrew it. It's still 2024. About July. I think I did well. I was getting better at portraits. And I love this series, the Lightfall series. I read the 3 books, and I think book 2 is my most favorite. I do own book 3. One day I hope I can own all 3 of them. But I just love the art, and I especially love how the author indicates anxiety as like the characters being shrouded in anxiety. So I think like that was really good detail, and I love all the characters, and it's really fun read. If you like, you can check it out. It's called the Lightfall series. I was doing a random acrylic marker test. I just think I've added like after I did the head first, and then I added the dress later on. These were some concepts for Magical Girl Hua Hua. I thought it would be a fun concept, especially because we had tail. I think this was the time I was doing Foxian tails in HSR, and it was really nice. I never really made an illustration out of it, but it was good to think about. Okay, these were the things I was most excited about at that time. I think the Snow White trailer came out, so I was thinking about like maybe redesigning the Snow White's dress. It wasn't much about the Disney version, especially because like my favorite version of Snow White was The Legend of Snow White, purely because it was the anime I saw when I was younger, and it was my first introduction to Snow White. So I still hold it very close to my heart. So for me, I don't think anything can top that for now. I've not watched many versions of Snow White, to be honest. And so yeah, I wanted to draw some fan art for Snow White because like Snow White was in a lot of discussions. So then we also saw Moana 2 trailer during that time. So I wanted to draw some fan art for Moana, but I did not. Then we also had the trailer for Agatha all along. I really loved Agatha's character in Vision or WandaVision. Yeah. So I was very excited for the show, but to be honest, it's been 2 years and I've not really gotten around to watching it. So that was, I guess, fun. Um, then we had Komi. I really found Komi's drawings very adorable. I know there was like a bit of art style change through as the manga progressed, but I was just watching the anime. My local library did have the manga, but I only read like 5 chapters of the manga. And I thought it was like the art style was so adorable, and I loved Komi's expressions. I don't know about the art style change because I did not continue reading it or watching. I don't know. I don't think there are more seasons to it. I watched whatever seasons came out by 2024, 2025. But I really enjoyed the show and I really liked it. And I can see how, like, the whole social anxiety part, I don't know, like, I can understand and relate to it quite a bit. And a nice little Wendy drawing because I think Windbloom was around probably. And this was like a project idea for, like, it's been a long time since I wanted to do this. But basically, I wanted to draw Beidou and the Crux crew for animatic. So one day we'll get to that. Yeah, more drawings. I wanted to draw some sari, saris. So I wanted to draw some of that. More stickers. I got these like I think these are from the Disney sticker sheets I had. I'm probably gonna block this because yeah, stories you've not seen yet. More stories you've not seen yet. So I'm just gonna skip through and. Okay, sorry. Okay, if you can't tell, I'm sick today, so I'm sorry. Then we had A-chan can't communicate. Oh, sorry, doesn't communicate. So because I was watching Komi, I was like thinking about stuff, and I ended up with this idea about how A doesn't really communicate with anyone. So I thought like I was just like thinking about the first scene of Komi-san, and then I just like drew Raiden as Komi in that. And this one is my OCs again. These are my Inktober OCs. This is the first review for Tammy's design. I kept Venus' design the same. This is Ivy's design, and this is Ness. This is Hyun. I might change him. This is Kian, and this is another design I might change. I have not really finalized these two. I like this design though, so I cannot like change it. So I don't know what this is. I really don't know what this is. Maybe I was trying to draw a car. Okay. So this is my Beidou project that I was like planning thumbnails for. I actually wrote the whole song. It's kind of like a Wellerman parody. I thought it would be really nice to write it down and like draw the crux crew. But let's see one day. This was the 30-day of drawing challenge by Mark Brunet. So I don't know if I got the name right or wrong, but yeah, I think I did not do it in 30 days, but I just like speed run through it. And I do have a video up, so yeah, you can have a look at that. So it was very interesting video because after this challenge, I was able to break down shapes better, but I don't know. I feel like I've progressively gotten worse in drawing. This was about the time I was watching Fairy Tale again. So if you're seeing these Fairy Tale drawings, it was like January 2025, because I suddenly came across Dragon Cry, and I felt like I haven't seen that movie, and turns out I haven't really seen that movie. So I started watching that movie, and then I got very nostalgic for Fairy Tale, so I started drawing. And because it was like at a very early age, like, I mean, sorry, it was like when I was like a teenager, so it was like a lot of nostalgia, and I a lot of memories of me shipping a lot of characters, so that was like interesting. Okay, so these two blank pages are basically I wanted to draw a full ensemble cast for everyone, all the NPCs we saw during the Natlan War. Because I finished all the world quests by the time I finished the Natlan War. So I was able to like relate to all of them. I knew all the characters. Now, if you ask me, I don't remember any of them. But I at that time, like, I wanted to really draw all of them, all the NPCs, because they were very heart touching. But I did not get to that drawing because it was going to be a very complicated drawing, I guess. So I never really got around to it. Now, this is supposed to be the team, Kazuha, Ganyu, Furina, and Klee, that I use for the new Ascension quest or something that we had once, the cap was lifted. And then this is all the planning I did for my webcomic I released in April in 2025. It was a lot of comic. These are like some of the names. Now, Drake doesn't exist. Derek or Drake doesn't exist. Chris's name's changed. Tia's name's changed. I don't know who this Viscount is. I actually know. But that's changed. These were the initial designs, but these designs have changed as well. These are more character notes, more... Oh, this one's my Genshin 4-year anniversary. So I was supposed to create this in Jan 2025, but I never got around to it. Hopefully the 5th year anniversary can. More thumbnails. This is my favorite thumbnail. More thumbnails, more figuring out stuff. I'm gonna probably like blur it all out. So this is me planning the starting of the story multiple times, and this is like a lot of writing. These are like character designs I was trying out. None of them stuck around. More character designs. This is like the adventure OC adventure meme. So I did that, and I was able to figure out a little bit more about the character designs and the characters by doing this. Trying to figure out how the magic works. And this was like the final character design I finalized, but I was drawing more characters. I like this one. More character designs. This is me drawing some popular manhwa cover pages in like as character designs. More planning. Okay. Finally, we are on a page which I can show, which was like And I was designing another set of OCs because I had this story, a school story of different characters. I've not really like put a design for them, but these were like some initial ideas for that. Yeah, more planning. Okay. Now I think I can finally be in a zone where I can like share things. Drew more of Lucy. I was trying to draw more illustrations because Clamp is one of my favorite artists out there. So I was trying to understand the composition, and I don't think I've done anything to understand the composition, but I wanted to draw their illustrations. So this is Sharon and Sakura from Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles. Uh, and this is my OC the one you saw at the beginning. Wait, this one. I was trying a different hairstyle for her. Then I think I was listening to a playlist, and they had this witch and a cat, another illustration, like sketch. This was from a tutorial on perspective, I think. Finon, Mike Ociness, Ivy. I don't know who this is. This is Cyrene. Oh, no, I don't know. Okay. This is Dan Heng. I saw some drawing of Dan Heng on Pinterest. So I drew this. I think this was supposed to be Dan Heng who was holding a flute. This is one of the illustrations that I saw again on Pinterest. I don't know the author. Sorry. So I can't credit them, but I was studying the composition, which was pretty interesting composition. I was drawing a book cover for my webcomic. I was refining the main character of the webcomic. Then some action poses. Okay, now this is related to the project of the webcomic I released. So by this time, it was around December 2025. And this is all I've drawn from December 2025 till now. So these are the main characters, the first designs. Then I refined it to something more elegant. And then I also wanted to refine the other main character. This is again for my webcomic A Vision Time. I was trying to figure out how the beginning how it should begin. Now, I was figuring out some logos for the comic. Initially, it was supposed to be called the Cloud Princess and the Earthly Prince, but it didn't really work out. And then I thought, okay, I had a few more ideas, so I just thought I'll club them under the Mitra series. And the first one would be called Mitra, the Never Ending Rain. Then the other ones are there, but I have not written them yet. So this is like the 22-page comic that I figured out. And these are like the redraw of the pages that I stuck in. Yep. Let's just flip through. And then I started playing Layton Miracle Mask. So I drew the Emmy from there. And this was like a book cover idea. I don't think this is gonna work though. Then I was playing ZZZ, started around end of December again. So Astra was like, I really loved Astra's character. Then we have Shifu. I really love Shifu. And every chapter I think that she cannot outdo herself, and she always outdoes herself. This is another character from my webcomic that I was trying to figure out the design for. Then we have like Jibai and Sandrone. Why did Sandrone have to do that? I mean, I've finished the Archon quest, so I don't want to give any spoilers in this one. But I do hope that things work out and we get Sandrone as a playable character though. This was when New Lit Stress came, so I was like trying to figure out how it works. But I thought I'll do a digital illustration of it, but I don't think I will anymore. I was planning to color it down, but I don't think I'll ever finish this sketchbook tour if I sat down to coloring it down. These are some location ideas for my webcomic, and the character I was trying to figure out over here. This is that same character. I was trying to go back to one of the earlier designs for her. Then we have more ZZ characters. We have Alice, Yuzuha. So I drew the ones which I really enjoyed. And then we have our King Manato. We have our senior Fufu. I couldn't get her right no matter what I tried. So I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And then we have Seed. We have Thrall. I know of the spoilers, and I've not finished it yet, but I do think Thrall's design is pretty good. And then we end our book by Shifu, a drawing of Shifu. These were all the things I wanted to draw in the sketchbook. I made a list of it, but I never got around to it. But maybe in the next sketchbook. So now that it's all done, I think all of us can agree that I didn't do colored clean artwork. I did do much. Okay, maybe I'll give it to me. I did some character design practice. I couldn't keep the content shareable. Like, I skipped through most pages, and I didn't do much background practice, maybe a little, but not too much. Right? So this sketchbook is done. Now I can open and start a new one. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next sketchbook video, or like the next video. Bye bye.